A decade after Army Sergeant Matt Maupin was captured and murdered in Iraq, his family says they have been told someone has confessed to the murder. Keith Maupin, Matt's father, leaves for Washington, D.C. tomorrow. At the Pentagon, he will be given an update on the case by a judge advocate in Iraq. Local 12's Brad Underwood joins us tonight after speaking with Keith Maupin before his trip to the nation's capital. Brad.
Good evening, Paula. Keith Maupin will board that plane Monday afternoon for Washington, D.C. There he'll speak with the Director of Army Staff and have a video conference with the judge advocate in Iraq. It will be a conversation Keith Maupin says he never expected to have and, frankly, never thought about having after Matt's remains were brought home in 2008. 10 years ago, U.S. Army Master Sgt. Matt Maupin appeared on a video shortly after he was captured during an attack on a convoy he was guarding in Iraq. It's believed shortly after the video surfaced, Maupin was executed. 6 weeks ago, Matt's father, Keith Maupin, says the Army told him someone had confessed to the murder.
And why he would confess to killing Matt, I have no idea. Because either way, you know, if he is convicted, he won't have long. There won't be no 20-year death row.
It wasn't until 2008, 4 years after being captured, that Maupin's remains were found and brought home. During that time, Keith kept himself busy with the Yellow Ribbon Support Center, an organization he started to honor his son and help those who serve by sending them packages. Maupin says he doesn't even know the name of this Iraqi man who claims to have killed Matt.
And this guy's charged with a couple of other things. I think killing Iraqi soldiers and killing civilians and then killing Matt.
Maupin says this same man was convicted of his son's murder 5 years ago, but because of a paperwork error, he'll be retried.
They had this guy, and they say he's been in jail since 2009. So if the paperwork got screwed up, they know that it's him, they know what he did, but as over here, if they screw it up, they'll retry you again. And that's what they're doing over there.
As for a punishment, Keith Maupin says if this man is convicted, if he did this, he needs to be punished, but it won't give him closure.
I'll have closure when I die, and then I won't have to worry about it no more. But until that time, you know, these guys need to be held accountable.
Now, as for the Yellow Ribbon Support Center, it continues to grow. Donations are made daily. However, Maupin says what they really need is help with postage. Each box costs close to $40 to ship, so while there are supplies, that's great that the donations keep coming. They need help getting the boxes to the men and women fighting in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Africa. Paula?
They have done good work. Thank you, Brad. And Keith Maupin will spend 3 days in Washington. Authorities say 2 Iraqis have already been sentenced to death for helping to capture Matt.